In this video, we will talk about how eating once a day doesn't actually mean starving and how you will have unlocked a switch that most people have never touched. Imagine a supermarket where customers never stop coming in. The owner is constantly stressed, the shelves are empty, and the store is dirty, but nobody has time to fix any of it. This is not a metaphor. This is exactly what we are doing to ourselves by eating at least 3 times a day. Now imagine locking the doors and stopping the customers. Finally, we can restock the shelves and clean the store. Let's examine together what changes in your body when you stop eating. We will go through the 23-hour timeline hour by hour and understand just how healthy eating once a day truly is. Let's get started. We start the clock the moment you swallow your last bite. The first 4 hours are the most comfortable. The feeling of fullness is at its peak. Your system's energy capacity is full. Your stomach begins working and contracting. Proteins are broken down into amino acids, carbohydrates into glucose. Glucose enters the bloodstream and the pancreas responds with insulin. Insulin is what matters critically here. Insulin is a one-way door. When insulin is high, cells fill with energy and that energy becomes trapped inside. As long as insulin is in the blood, fat cells turn into an impenetrable wall. You cannot burn body fat at this stage. It is biologically impossible. In the first hours, the body's primary target is immediate energy, and the source of that energy is the blood. If there is a surplus, and there always is, insulin stores the excess in the liver and muscle groups as glycogen. Glycogen is like cash, easy to access but limited. Everything up to this point is normal. Nothing special has happened yet. This is where the real challenge begins. Most people give up during these hours. Between hours 6 and 8, your blood sugar starts to normalize. That big energy rush from the meal is gone. The store is quiet. The busy owner, insulin, is waiting for the shift to end. Right at that moment, a call comes in from your brain. The cash in the pocket is running low. These are the footsteps of ghrelin, the hunger hormone. Your stomach starts rumbling and your nerves start to rise. This is the first face-to-face with hunger. Most people immediately think they need to eat, but your body is not actually hungry. It is simply addicted to easy fuel. Your body is like one that has always worked with cash, but now needs to withdraw from an ATM, and it finds that difficult. If you push through this point, an incredible transformation begins. Your liver realizes no new food is coming and opens the glycogen wallet. It breaks down the sugars stored in the first 4 hours and stabilizes your blood sugar. Don't worry, you are not losing muscle. You are not dying. You are simply spending the savings you set aside for a difficult day. At this stage, glycogen stores have dropped to a critical level. The time for a decision has come. It will either crack the safe or shut itself down. Because your body knows you better than you know yourself and understands it is a machine that can actually go without food for days, it cracks the safe. Insulin drops to its lowest baseline level. This is the expected signal. Insulin has stepped aside. It is now the turn of the lipase enzyme. This enzyme is the locksmith that will crack open the fat vaults. The moment your body may have been waiting months for has arrived. A new phase has now begun. Between hours 14 and 16, the feelings have already changed. You do not feel hungry. But why? Because your fuel source, your cash, is no longer running low or fluctuating. When you rely on food, energy is like a road with constant ups and downs. When you rely on body fat, it turns into a flat, steady, and stable road. Your body uses fat stores equivalent to thousands of stored calories. Even if you are a lean person, this can sustain you for days. As your body breaks down fat, the liver converts these fatty acids into ketones. This is critically important for the brain. Your brain cannot burn fat directly. It needs helper workers, which are glucose or ketones. And the brain turns out to love ketones. Ketones are very clean fuel. They burn cleaner than glucose. Think of it like the difference between coal and natural gas. Just as burning coal pollutes the environment more, glucose when burned leaves behind a great deal of metabolic waste that we call oxidative stress. Ketones burn clean like natural gas, producing more energy per molecule with less waste. Because of this, around hour 16, a sense of relief washes over people. The mental fog clears, focus sharpens, and you feel not tired but far more energetic. Evolutionarily, this makes perfect sense. Our bodies remembered their genetic code and, rather than becoming sleepy and sluggish like a hungry caveman, transformed into a sharp hunter. And we are now at the most important hours. The real reason many scientists become obsessed with this time window. Autophagy. Do you remember the supermarket we talked about? That busy, dirty store with no time to be cleaned. At hour 18, the store has been emptying and cleaning itself for a long time. The owner looks around and says there is a problem. The store is ready, but it needs customers, proteins, and nobody's coming. So the workers are told to go gather customers. They begin cleaning up the ones they previously couldn't let in and bringing them into the store. We can call it a process of turning scrap into steel. In our bodies, this process begins by finding damaged, neglected proteins. They find mitochondria that no longer function properly. They find misfolded proteins that could eventually lead to diseases like Alzheimer's. They even find viruses and bacteria hiding inside the cells. Our body wraps around these damaged organelles it finds and converts them into fresh, clean amino acids. This is autophagy. It literally means eating oneself. It is the built-in recycling program of your body, and it is our fountain of youth. When you eat all day, autophagy never activates, like a city where the cleaning workers never work. By fasting through hour 18 and beyond, you are letting your body take out the trash. This is why skin begins to look better. This is why old injuries so often begin to heal. We have finally gotten rid of the junk. Now, some of you might ask, if we are eating our cells, are we eating our muscles too? This is the most common myth. Around hour 20, the body produces a hormone to protect us, human growth hormone, or HGH. Research shows that HGH can increase by 1,300% to 2,000% or more throughout this process. HGH is a muscle-protecting hormone. It stands like a shield around lean muscle tissue, and its message is clear. You can take the fat, but do not touch the muscles. Our body is smarter than we are. It does not burn your furniture, your muscles, to heat the house when there is a barn full of firewood outside, your body fat. It burns fat first. High HGH and low insulin is not a state you normally encounter. The body continues to burn fat while protecting the muscles. We are stepping toward the meal. Our body is ready, the cleanup is complete. Your insulin sensitivity has reached its peak. Think of your cells like a dry cloth. A wet cloth cannot absorb any more water, but a dry cloth, a fasted cell, is ready to absorb. Our system has been preparing and resting for 23 hours. While the harmful bacteria in our gut have been pushed back, strong and beneficial bacteria have taken their place. Our brain is buzzing with ketones. Our cells have recycled their waste. Our growth hormone is at its peak. We are not weak. We are upgraded. Hour 23 arrives. It is time to eat. This is where most people ruin everything. The body is waiting for the very first bite from your mouth. And that bite can waste the 23 hours behind us, because the body is ready to absorb at twice the rate. This meal is not a reward meal. This meal is a building material. If you break 23 hours of effort with fast food and a sugary drink, you will trash a finely tuned system. A sudden sugar spike leads to an exaggerated insulin response and topples the entire system. We need to keep acting wisely. First phase is laying the foundation. Start with protein: meat, chicken, eggs. We did autophagy and the body wants amino acids. We need to repair our muscles, and this phase is for that. Second phase is energy. We need healthy fats: avocado, olive oil, walnuts. We are already in fat-burning mode, and these healthy fats will keep our insulin stable. Third phase is micronutrients. You need volume. That means you need plenty of vegetables: leafy greens, broccoli, sauerkraut. These foods will reduce our aches and pains or prevent them altogether. When you eat this way, you will discover something surprising. We get full quickly now. Our hormones are finally communicating properly. We're no longer just stuffing ourselves, we're nourishing ourselves. Now, I will be honest with you. If you apply what we just talked about tomorrow and drop straight to one meal, everything will feel terrible. Because you have not prepared your body for this. You dropped from 4 or 5 meals a day to one meal all at once. The machine needs to be built to burn fat. The enzymes need to be produced. This is called metabolic flexibility. The headaches and weakness you will experience in the first week do not mean you are doing something wrong. Your body is going through withdrawal. The solution is quite simple, just salt. When insulin drops, your kidneys release water and sodium. You need to replace them. A pinch of sea salt added to your water will do the job. Do not rush into this system. First delay breakfast, then slowly give it up. First delay lunch, then slowly give it up. Do not rush. Ease your body into this gradually. That's it. We live in an environment that works against our genes and our health. But hunger is not the terrifying monster we have been led to believe or thought it is. It is a stimulus we need to control. Eating one meal a day relieves you beyond just weight loss. You break free from your blood sugar controlling you and you remember your genetic code. You are not starving, you are upgrading. You are giving the store time to be restocked. You are improving yourself and getting clean. One more reminder, doing this under medical supervision will always be more beneficial. If you try it, let me know below. Did you hit a wall at hour 8 or did you feel the energy shift at hour 12? Let's see what scientific topics we will cover in the next video. See you in the next one.